I don't know what happened. Something happened with the camera feed. I don't really know. But anyways, we're back. So hopefully y'all will hop back in. And hopefully, if you see me, let me know that you're here. Okay, it looks like I'm back. So hopefully y'all will find me again. Not sure what happened exactly, but for some reason the camera, it just quit out. Like, I was still alive, but the camera was gone. I don't know. It was weird, but good. I'm glad y'all are back. Okay, so I got a piece of foam tape put on one side here, so I'm going to add this to the other side. All right, and let's cut another piece. All right, I'll put this one down here, and then I think in the corners I'm going to use some hot glue. We'll see if that works. Okay. All right, so let me take the backing off. I think that's going to be good because it brings it up with this edge, so that it will, the foam or the chipboard will connect with it. Yeah, y'all, something happened with the feed. I'm not sure what happened, but we're back. We are back. Okay, so I'm going to use some hot glue just here in the corners. All right. And let's put our chipboard on. Okay. Hi from Canada, Julie. Thanks for joining. All right. Very good. Our chipboard is on. Hopefully it's well stuck. Okay, so here's what it looks like. How stinking adorable is that? And that's so cute. All his nose is just running like a sugar tree today. Okay, so y'all, what even is a sugar tree? I don't know. I got that from my mom, and I don't even know what the heck a sugar tree is. I don't even think that's a thing. All right, so here's where we're going to test something. So I have 3D printed these little, what do you call it? Like a kickstand for a frame. So we're going to check this out and see if this is going to work. I don't know if they're going to work or not. And so that's why I have been wanting to try it and see if I can make them work. So if they do, it's going to be great. And y'all are going to love it. But I'm just not 100% sure it's going to work. So we're going to test it out today. I'm going to use, I'm trying to decide the best way to hold this on. I think I'm going to do some E6000. Now, here's the funny thing about these is there's a specific way that they have to go on. So it folds down like this, and then there's like this little, can you all see that? How there's like this little bit of a kickstand on that little piece. And so essentially when it's on the table, the idea is that the weight of it pushes down and it sort of locks in. So I'm hoping that that's how that works. So it goes on like this. So we're going to just take and add some E6000 to the middle. And then we're going to do some hot glue around it. All right, and then we'll put this on, kind of keeping it sort of straight with the bottom of the picture frame. I'm gonna let that sit for a minute. See what y'all are saying about the sugar tree. Maybe a maple tree? Yeah, I don't know. Christy said, that's so funny because I was about to say I'd never heard that saying before. This is the problem that I'm worried about with this piece, that this is just not going to work because is it not going to lock into place? But let's see here. It is not very stable, so I don't think it's going to work. It almost feels like it needs to be turned a different way. I can kind of make it work, but it's not foolproof. I think it needs some adjusting. So I'm going to have to work on that, but I do want to be able to offer those to y'all. Is that something you think you would like? Put some ribbon on the inside. That's a good thought, Patty. My mom said her nose was running like the city bus, and now I catch myself saying it. That one makes more sense. Okay, well maybe that's what it is, Patty. It's like a maple tree with maple syrup. Yeah, so maybe it needs to go this way a little bit more. I don't know. There's definitely wiggle room with it. Let's try a piece of ribbon and see what that does. Let me see here. I don't have any satin ribbon that's neutral. That's but let's see. Let's just use this green plaid because it just sort of coordinates with the front. So I'm just going to add a little hot glue here. Let's just see what happens. Still too much. All right, just gonna tack this down. Let's see what this does. Yeah, so it is flipped the right way. If it was flipped the other way, then it would just open up all the way. The little hinge here, there's like a little stop. The issue I think that it has is the position of it. Because what's happening is the way that this angle is right here. Let me show y'all. So when you put it down, see how it wants to follow that angle, and then it's just falling. And so I think that's the problem. It's not even that it's opening up too much. It's the issue. It's the angle. let's see if I could remove this and try again. I'm afraid to do too much because I'm afraid to melt my hinge. Let me try paint scraper. Okay. So possibly, let's try just straight up and down. Let's do that. Let's try that. We just go straight up and down rather than with the angle. We'll do the ribbon again. I don't know if we're going to need it or not, but let's do it anyways. See what happens. See if this is better. Okay. That is better. And it is locking in place on the back. So maybe that is what needs to be done. It is working just fine. Like that. Standing it up straight, not at an angle the way that I'm just trying to figure out why are those angles on there like that. I'm not sure. I'm gonna have to play with it a little bit, but that works, y'all. That works. But this is so cute. Look how cute that is. Okay, and here's the little kickstand on the back. So when I stood it up straight, it works. Yes, Christy, I did. And so I'm hoping to offer these to y'all. If I can get it to where I feel like it's right. So that was an experiment today, just to kind of see how they do. And then hopefully we can offer them on the website to y'all. So anyways, y'all, thank you so much for joining me today. I hope y'all enjoyed this fun little project using just an old frame and some chipboard and one of our new paper designs. I think this turned out so stinking adorable. I absolutely love it. So I hope y'all enjoyed it. I hope you have a wonderful Monday, and I'll see you all tomorrow for Dollar Tree.